amount of like cookie crumbs or whatever. It's too perfect for somebody who doesn't know how to cook. That's how I know you didn't do it. People who don't know how to, your first time is not gonna be that good. That's perfected. That is the Oh, stop it! Stop it! We're not gonna have this chef's conversation. No, this is what I did before. Cookies at the bottom, sprinkles in the middle. That there is no.
Hey, Darnella. Hope you're having a good week.
No way you're gonna have this kind of conversation with
all
me.
is well.
As if you've been cooking. No, this is what I did before. No.
My wife is on the phone with her child.
It was perfected. There's no. You would have to cook in that for years.
Fake banana pudding that she made. Swearing up and down that she made it.
But I needed more bananas though.
Anyway.
I needed to taste chunks of banana, and I didn't have chunks of banana. Yeah, I need the right amount of fluff, the bananas, and the cream. Because you have to, it's the perfect fluff. That's how I know. Okay, I gotta go live. All right, bye.
See, this is just what happens. This is how it is.
What are you talking about? Welcome. Are we on? Last week we had some issues.
See, I hold you. See, okay, Maurice, we just can't see. That's why you see it with these glasses on.
No, it's not mine. So my daughter, Simone, made a banana pudding, and it's perfect.
And we know.
First of all, we know she doesn't get the baking gene from me, but the cooking gene, like, she can cook. They can cook.
But we know better with that banana pudding.
That perfected, like, no, there's no way you did that. There's no way. So, anyway.
But she wants us to believe, that's smoke, and we don't.
Yeah, we don't believe it. Okay,
it's good. You're all I need.
Oh, he's in one of those moods today, y'all. Y'all know how every now and again it just becomes like...
I can turn any song into a church song. But that's Aretha Franklin song. That's Aretha. Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Okay. Okay, let's do this. There we go. All right. Welcome to Maddox Marriage Monday. So glad to see you. So glad to have you joining in with us on this Thanksgiving week. Hopefully, and I trust that you all are doing very well. We're going to talk to you today about... It's gone. What happened?
See, this is what happens when you being extra.
Minimalism. No, I'm not. What are you talking about?
You are right. You are right, Maurice. Some of y'all are blessed with cooking abilities. Literally, my kids. The only thing that I can't... Now, mind you, my cakes are amazing. They taste really good.
They really do.
They just don't look good. And I have never been able, in my whole 29 years of us being married, to make a cake that didn't fall apart. Like, it's such a tradition in my family. Like, my son was having a bad day on his birthday, and Simone called me and was like, you need to make Sebastian a cake for his birthday. And then she was like, and he really, like, needs to be reminded of, like, childhood. So she said, and make sure, it falls apart. And I laughed, and then I said, isn't that interesting? Because they all fall apart. She was like, but this will be the one day that you perfect it and the cake doesn't fall apart, and it's going to do some bad stuff to his mental health. Isn't that sad? Like, the reminder to, like, what makes them feel warm and fuzzy is the cake that falls apart. It is that bad. I don't know what I'm doing, but I had some Mama Joyce, Keith's mom, gave me a tip So I'm gonna listen to her tip, and somebody else gave me one about some stuff, no baking or some baking
Baking
something.
joy, something.
Something, yeah. So I'm gonna get that. Somebody else told me about the parchment paper. Now I've used parchment paper before, never stopped my case from falling apart. And mind you, the only thing I haven't used is this spray that they're talking about. But I've used Pam. I've used generic kind. I've floured the pan. I've buttered the pan. I've done all of these things. Like that is just, I've done it all. I have been literally, I bake all the time. It's not like no, oh, okay, well, no. I do caramel cakes and the chocolate cakes.
Caramel
and
cakes are
all that.
so good. I think we still got some caramel in the refrigerator.
The recipe is amazing. The cake just
Really
looks like
good.
trash. Like that's.
It doesn't look that bad. It is it's very moist. It's very tasty, and we just have a problem just trying to keep it together. That's all.
Somebody said, do you do homemade cakes? Yeah, I've done from scratch. Cakes from scratch, cakes out of the box. Nothing has changed. They said, have you changed pans? Yeah. It's been 29 years of me baking, and I had all kinds of pans over the years.
Pans with the clips on it, with the bottom.
The one that you just unclip and then it's supposed to stay. As soon as I unclip it.
Vernon said, do you use vegetable oil?
I've used it all. Okay, I've used butter, just vegetable oil, Crisco, which is, you know, the lard, whatever. So I've used. It must be all
these faulty ovens.
Yeah, because somebody said it's your oven temperature. Yeah, in all these different houses, yes. So I think it is the oven. Maybe it's the oven everywhere I go. It can't be me. It's just impossible. Because
now we got to buy a new oven because I like the little grill on the top that you can put your bacon on and your pancakes on and cook. Wow. So that's an excuse. Anyway.
No.
No. Okay.
If it perfects my cake, then yeah.
Well, you won't know until you get a new oven in the house.
Okay. Now, like I said, we've tried every oven, so it's whatever. I don't know what it is. I just think I don't have the baking gene. I don't know what that is. I don't have it.
Look, there's a lot of love in baking these cakes.
It is.
That's why they
that's why I don't stop.
So good. They are so moist. You don't even need. You can actually eat it and don't need frosting on it.
Yeah, they're good.
It's that good. It's that good.
They just can't hold up. All right. So anyway, today we're going to be talking about minimalism. We did a prelude to this the other day, where yesterday, I think, we showed y'all our first attempt at minimalism. So y'all know that I'm a nurse, but I'm also a psychotherapist. And so a part of, you might want to use glue. That's kind of jacked up, but okay. So anyway, so I'm also a psychotherapist. So there's a lot of like different therapies or modalities that we use in therapy for all kinds of stuff and all kinds of reasons. So anyway, my mind has really been drawn to mindfulness, stress. I don't want to get into the term because it gets too technical. So let me just say this: relieving stress through mindful practices. And so in my exploration with mindfulness and meditation and all of this stuff as a therapeutic intervention for people that I want to serve, I started to explore minimalism, and there's a power to it. There is something that just really relieves you of stress and anxiety, and in your bodies, we carry a lot of stress and tension and that type of stuff. So if you can change your environment, it will contribute to how you feel and increase your well-being. So anyway, so that's kind of the thing that my mind was going. So we had a discussion, and then we watched a documentary. I love, documentaries, like I do. It's so funny because I'm in school again, and one of my professors is also into documentaries. And so anyway, I was watching these documentaries. I don't like reality TV. I like stuff that is real. Anything that looks like Transformers or Godzilla.
She just don't like mine.
I cannot.
Just a hater. She just don't.
It's not that I'm a hater. It's not that I hate it. It's just
every now and again you just got to just zoom out.
There's no possibility of this stuff really happening.
Well, we know that.
So then why are we watching?
Godzilla don't exist.
So then why are we
Transformers don't exist.
Why are we entertaining ourselves
Just
with stuff
so
that
you,
just like
it's
there's not
just
a possibility?
entertainment for the moment, so you can just check out of all of the troubles of the world.
I can in looking at other people's story. Like Lisa
That's
Ling just came out with a new doc. I can't wait. But I watch like Oprah's conversations on Apple TV,
And all those are good.
and I watch that type of stuff. So anything that just kind of feeds my soul, that's the kind of person I am. We're totally opposite in that regard.
And I watch that too, but I can only take so much of it, just like I can take only so much of CNN. I'm not the type that likes to leave my TV on CNN all day. I like to look at Channel 7. I like to look at 4. I like to look at 2. I like to hear what other people are thinking and saying and how they're presenting. Then sometimes I like to watch
another lesson.
CSI all day long.
He can.
I like to do that on a Sunday afternoon.
And I'll watch that with him. Not CSI.
CSI Los Angeles.
No, it's Chicago.
No, that's another show. Chicago PD. That's at night.
That's the one that I'll watch with him. And one that just kind of takes my mind off of everything when he watches is like the Chrisleys. We'll watch that.
Oh, I watch Chrisleys. Yeah, we watch them all.
The
Chrisleys.
Chrisleys. So anyway, other than that, yeah, I like real TV. So checking out the trouble of the world that preach. Yeah, that's him. It's always some spiritual, but he literally checks out and watches, and he'll just sit and just laugh or watch, this stuff that just makes no sense to me. So anyway, in relationships, here's another thing. Opposites do attract, and you can cohabitate in the same environment, although you have different interests. Okay. So, with that said, been studying minimalism and what it will do to your life and improve your life. So we made a go at it. And yesterday was our first attempt. We said we'll start small. I believe my husband is a hoarder. He said he's not.
I'm not.
He said he's not. He just has a little bit of an obsession with certain things. Everything.
Okay, you know what? If I shift into the gear of just throwing things away,
that doesn't make sense. There's no balance. This is how you know the person is a hoarder. When they have no balance. He has no balance. It's like, then fine, I won't buy anything. I'll never go to the store again.
That's not right.
I'll never buy anything.
So
it's that, or I'm gonna have all of this stuff, or if I just throw everything away and then there's nothing left, and then you're gonna be mad.
What I am saying is that sometimes it's good if you have stuff and you've never looked at it in 15 years. It's good to just throw that stuff away and don't even look at it. That way you have no ability to even rationalize what you're throwing. Just throw it away. Because if it's been away for 15 years, there's no point.
Ooh.
What?
It's literally like he says all this stuff.
Whatever.
And it's so fake. Like, are you serious right now? You can't honestly say that.
I'm saying, look, first of all, we just started doing this.
We had Peter Fellowship last week. I think we're about to go back again.
We just started doing this. And I'm not going to say that cleaning out, we started yesterday with our closet, our coat closet, getting rid of coats that we really don't need. So we started small. We didn't start with our closet. We started with our coat closet. I wouldn't totally say that it was an epic fail. It was a beginning.
Did y'all watch the video? If not, go back and watch the video. It was an epic fail. It was an epic fail because we got rid of maybe, 5 coats?
Maybe.
Out of 30?
There wasn't 30 in that closet.
Ooh, I kept about 10.
It was, yeah. Most of the coats that were kept.
He's so fake. Go back and watch the TV.
I can tell you right now, I kept my blue coat. I kept my tweed coat. I kept my uncle's coat, which was a nice coat.
About 10. So you're going to say yours not 10? I
kept my 2 black leather jackets. I kept my long coat. And I kept my short one.
About 10.
That was 6 coats that I kept.
Okay, 6. Okay.
I didn't count what the coats
and then you decided to keep my shawl for
I'm not getting rid of that.
That belongs to me that I didn't want. He decided he's going to keep it for me because I need to keep that.
That's a wrap. And it's a nice wrap. I'm not getting rid of that.
Okay. The point being, we failed in the sense that we kept more than we got rid of. It was hard departing.
Okay,
It was
that's
hard
true. We
parting
did keep
from the
more than we
things.
got rid of. That's a true fact.
Exactly. It was hard parting from the things. So, in the spirit of minimalism, because it's supposed to, the whole concept of minimalism is things that you place value on, you supposed to keep. Things that you have no value, you haven't used, and all of this type of stuff, then you supposed to be able to give it to somebody else for, or you can even sell it to somebody else for somebody else, yeah, for their benefit, right? Like that's how it's supposed to go.
And
and we failed because we kept stuff that we had tags on and all of that stuff that we did not. We didn't show. We went through my hat closet, which I have a lot of church hats, right? Which I love. So I said this. I said, whatever are in the hat bags, and I will show y'all the hat bags. I'll post it after this video. Whatever is in the hat bags, stay in the hat bags. It takes up half of, or almost, well, more than a whole half of, more than half of the
whole
closet.
half of the closet.
Right. So I said, whatever's in the hat bag, we keep. Whatever's not in the hat bag, we throw away. That was the thing. And we failed on that one too.
But she did get rid of a lot of hats. Well, let me say this. We didn't get rid of them. They're still in a position where we can prepare, because I have some hats that I also want to get rid of. I have some ties that I need to get rid of. And she has some hats, some other hats that she needs to get rid of. And so we're attempting. Now, an attempt is, to me, it is never an epic fail.
Okay.
But because this is something we have not done, the more we do it, the more we find ourselves wanting to get rid of things, because you see the value of certain items and you keep them. So I wouldn't call it an epic fail. We're attempting to. We've never done this before.
So anybody who saw the video, would y'all consider that an epic fail or no? And I would encourage, and it's not for anybody, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. I think that you should start low. I'm going to explore, as a couple, we are going to explore a little bit. I'm not going to say we're going to be minimalist, like the whole thing, like completely like minimalist, because we probably could not live that way, because we also been watching tiny houses.
Ain't no way in the world.
And there's no way. Now, mind you, we do have a tiny house.
Like tiny houses. Yeah, but our tiny house is 1,500 feet. It ain't 300.
It's 1,400 square feet.
Okay,
14 and something
fine.
square feet. We downsized from a larger place. Left our kids in one place and downsized to a smaller house. And we enjoy the space because everything is used space.
Right.
There's no room that doesn't go touched. All of we utilize every space. There's no empty spaces.
It is
or spaces
room
that we
enough
don't use.
for us. And that's it. And we enjoy it. Now, to downsize to a 500 square feet, whatever, we can't do that.
No.
There's some people, we watched some show yesterday where people are actually living out of their vans. All of their belongings are in a van. What's it called?
Van life.
Not for me. You give me a motorhome, I can consider that.
I couldn't even live in a motorhome.
Van life, not for me.
See, Charity said parting is such sweet sorrow. You know what happens with parting? You start to think, I will have use for this one day. That's what I think it is. See, Jessica says that's her struggle too. You think that you're going to have use for it one day. You think it's going to come around and I'm going to be like, where are those pink shoes?
She has some.
They're too cute. And that's how we started. So we said, let's do minimalism. Let's try minimalism. We started with our closet. Let me tell you how I started. I took out some pink shoes and I was like, oh, these are so cute. I didn't even wear these yet. And then we quickly realized, like, from that, looking at those shoes, we were just like, no, we're not starting with this. It's not going to happen. So we went to the coat closet. That was how we ended up in the coat closet. And then we failed in that one.
Which is going to take us back around to the clothes closet. The shoes.
If you don't use it, can you part with it?
Are you willing? to part with it.
And then why aren't you willing if you don't use it?
Then are you considered a hoarder?
You're a hoarder to me. No, it's and you think that is so offensive. You get so mad when I call you a hoarder, but literally, we have an abundance. And I'm not saying I think abundance is great. We literally have an overflow. But it literally is an overflow of everything. Like if we have say that you have if you need hand sanitizer, oh, we got it. Plenty.
Call me what you want. You won't call me without.
Which is a hoarder, right? Because he's just an organized hoarder. He's organized. That's the thing. You're not disorganized. You're organized. Everything is in totes. Everything is whatever. Unfortunately, we can't get out of our back garage door because there are totes to the ceiling.
I need to clear out my garage. I have no issue.
Our cars are parked in the garage, so it's not that bad. I just want y'all to get that.
Right. It ain't like that. I don't park on the street.
Both
I don't park in the driveway. I park in the garage. That's period.
However, the
There's
surrounding
the garage
perimeter
we need to get rid of. But you have to be willing to just get rid of stuff. Be willing to get rid of stuff. Because you can have too much stuff that you know you're never ever going to visit. Why do you still have it?
Jessica says she says not without going to church every week, my wardrobe basically dwindles. Exactly. You end up wearing the same stuff. Like literally you rotate the same clothes every few days, and then really you're changing tops. If you're on Zoom as much as me, it's really the tops and the shirts and the earrings and that type of stuff that you're really wearing. Outside of that, your pants you just rotate through, and you're not wearing, jeans and dress pants and that type of stuff, not every day. So that's kind of a thing. Charity said, I just threw away half my room functioning furniture, trying to downsize so I can move without much. Now that's wise. It's wise to do that. The thing is, will you replace those things? That's
the question.
Jessica says, I'm a hoarder because I don't want to not have what is needed. See, you're a hoarder. So that's why she feels you. Oh. Jessica's like you. You just don't want to be without. He always get mad. Why do you get like, he has such a shocked look on his face every time we say that when it's literally the real truth.
Then maybe my idea of the hoarder is some people that have all that stuff packed in the house.
That's extreme hoarders, right?
Okay, then I'm not okay, fine. Then I will admit I am an organized hoarder.
I'm going to tell y'all. He has a clock. Tiffany, if you're still on here, you know about this clock.
Stop. Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong with my clock. It is a Bulova. It was given to me by a client. It is an expensive clock.
Given to you when? How long ago?
2003, 4. And it's still ticking today.
And it's in the closet.
I'm willing to...
It's in that same coat closet, guys.
You just probably couldn't hear it.
And it's still making noise. So I told him, why do we still have the clock? And he said, it's a Bulova. It's a...
so we can't... Whatever.
So I can't get rid of this. But why can't you get rid of it? That is the question of the hour. Why can't you get rid of it? Charity said, yes, I threw a lot of stuff away just because I haven't used it. But I also bought stuff I couldn't wear because of COVID-19. See, that's the thing. It's getting to that point where, if you watch, there's a book called Minimalism that's out. It's actually a documentary too. In the documentary, they literally can wear everything that they own, like in a suitcase, and all their clothes, shoes, and whatever, because they just wear the same stuff, and it's really not. Now, I couldn't do that per se, but I definitely think I can get to the point where I don't put the clock in the library. He needs to put it somewhere. He needs to. I told him to sell it.
It's the clock stays in the closet because she don't want to see it. But I kept it.
What's the point? First of all, it's not that I don't want to see
Because
it.
when it goes off, people think it's the doorbell.
It goes off. It do ding dong 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 dong. It's this whole little sound or whatever that it makes. It's been making for years. I'm surprised. I don't understand how the clock is still working. I really don't. I think it's a miracle clock, and it's like that clock that just really keeps on ticking. It's in the closet, and it still. I opened the door to the closet, and all you heard was ding dong dong dong, and I said, "Really, Keith? He can't part with it." I think that's the bigger picture. Are we not agreeing, people? Is it just me?
Well, I'm certain there are some things that you can't part with.
Yes, I'm sure. But what? Shoes?
Shoes.
Shoes and coats.
Coats.
Shoes and coats is my thing.
And I'm only saying shoes and coats because those are the only two things that we've looked at.
Yeah.
Coats be like,
but no,
that's
true. That's true. No, my real issue is shoes and coats. And that's the thing. Because I love coats. I love a sweater. I love a cardigan. I love shoes. And I love coats.
But when you're ready,
and earrings, my thing. Shoes, coats, and earrings. Those are everything else.
To part with them, then you will take those things and say, you know what? I really don't have any use for this. Maybe somebody else can treasure this, and you'll be.
And you're gonna say that about
take it out of my sight. Take it out of my sight. I don't want to see it.
And that's what you're gonna do about your.
What?
That's what you're gonna do about your clock.
No, I'm gonna put it on.
What are you gonna put it on?
I'm gonna see if I can get some money for it.
You're gonna sell it. Okay, so we're gonna need to do a. Somebody said, Charity said marketplace on Facebook. Maybe that's what we need to do. This is really hard for us, that you can see. We ask that you guys support us in our journey. We'll be checking in. This won't be the topic every week, but we will be checking in as we make the effort to move into a similitude of minimalism. Not completely, because I don't think we can. I think we're sick.
Today, my son gave me some cassettes that I had in the garage. Tamika. And I still have a cassette player. There's some messages that I love that are on there. There's some music that I love to hear. Mississippi Mass. I don't want to get rid of those cassettes. However, I know the apparatus that operates the cassettes you very seldomly can find, though I have one.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
I mean, what do you do? What do you do with CDs?
Are you listening to any of those tapes?
I just got them.
Because they've been
where? You know why? Because they have been in the closet for at least 10 years. They've been in the garage outside. Not outside here, but still, I'm just saying.
10 years.
Leave me alone.
I am. Shamika says sentimental things should be displayed. If it's broken or junk, let it go. None of our stuff is junk. That's the problem. It's not broken and it's not junk.
It's functional.
That's the issue. It's just you, my wife.
There's some stuff. Some stuff is not on Apple Music. It's just messages that you will never hear again.
And songs that you can find on Apple Music.
Everything ain't on Apple Music.
Keith, all of Brunson, what's his name?
Milton Brunson.
I have all of those in my Apple.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's some messages that you will never find.
Okay, so then you're just going to keep the church, or you're going to keep the preaching messages, and that's it? And then all the other singing tapes go in trash.
What? This is going to be hard. So you pray for us.
Why is it? He does have a story for it all. I have cassettes, Vernon says, and meaning that have value to me. What is the value?
The value is it was during an era when preaching was preaching that you don't hear.
So keep the preaching tapes and all the songs, because all of those things have gone digital.
But that's all I got.
So all of the songs you're going to throw away. All the the cassettes that have songs on it, you'll throw away.
What? I'm shy.
Okay,
ain't
guys,
no sense me saying nothing.
Keep us in your prayers.
Look, this minimalism stuff and trying to cut things down. I'm for cutting down things. I'm for
memories, artifacts. I think that there is another. Keith gonna keep it all of it, all of it. He's not getting.
She not going to the garage, no way. So
Keith, that's oh my God. He just don't Keith. There is no way you go to the garage. You can't even go out the back door of the garage. How about what did I ask you to do for me? I said to him, "Can you please give me a cabinet? Because it was supposed to be my cabinet." Let me tell you. In it. Oh my gosh! No. What I'm saying, Boo Bear. This is what I'm saying. I said, "Can I please?" Because when we moved in this house, I said, "Can I have a cabinet where I can put my stuff in, stuff that I can go to, because I like to look at my stuff." Okay, that's my personality. I want to look at my stuff. I want to know my stuff is there. So can you do that? Guess what? He bought cabinets, all right. Let me tell y'all. See, this is what I'm saying. I be letting Keith get away. Y'all got to know Keith. He bought cabinets that was supposed to be for me. And before you know it, we had 1, 2, is it 4? 4.
No, I bought those cabinets, and then you asked me for one, and I bought you.
Oh, Bear! It started with me. It didn't start with you. It didn't start with it for the cabinet being for you. The cabinet was supposed to be for me in the first place, to sit right where it's at. The new one that you bought. And then you moved it, took down your little things or whatever, and put those cabinets on the back wall. And I said, which one will be used? Which one can I use? You opened the cabinet and said,
okay.
Well, you can't use this one because I got this stuff. This is and then he opened the next one and he said, well, you can't use this one because it had.
This is group home stuff.
Yeah. And then he opened the next one. He said, well, you can't use this one because it has. And I said, the whole idea of the whole cabinet thing was to be buying me one. So can you please go buy me a cabinet and place it on my wall where it's just my wall, and I can put my stuff in it.
And I did.
And she that's what he just did.
Where all of her stuff is. None of my stuff is in it.
But the 4 cabinets, large, y'all. I wish I could tell y'all the parameter. It's large. I forgot the name. It's all
big Gladiator.
It's huge. Cabinets. It's all his stuff. Oh well, stuff.
Okay, one of them got stuff in it because of COVID-19 again.
The store, the COVID-19 emergency prescription plan.
You won't call me without. If you need something, call me. I got you.
And he ain't lying. That's fair because there are videos which they can convert to DVDs. Yes, you can. You can convert it. Yes, you can. Yep, he can convert it. He just doesn't want to. You have to remember your style of living, and his style is different. How could you? Exactly. We're fine. We've been married 29 years. We got this. The thing is, we're at a new phase in our life, and trying to come up with a happy medium about minimalism. Minimalism meets hoardism. Is hoardism a word? We're doing a middle ground. What is the middle ground between minimalist and hoarding? It's what we have now.
We're trying to navigate through all this madness.
It's what we have now. Minimalism and hoarding. And then we're in hoarding in a sweet way. Minimalism and hoarding meeting together is where we are. This is a new transition for us. We're not succeeding. All right.
So we're trying to navigate through this, and
one's unhappy.
I'm not unhappy.
Look at his face.
I'm not unhappy.
Totally unhappy.
I Charity said it. Parting is such sweet sorrow. However, I know there's some things that I'm going to have to get rid of. Period. I would rather take the whole tote, throw it out, and not even know what's in it. I don't want to know what's in it. I'd
'Cause
rather.
I got valuable stuff that I'm looking for. I'm looking for something.
Okay, but
So
I'm talking
that's
about.
not fair.
I'm talking about things that I may have. I may want to just, you know what? If it's been locked away, if it's been socked away in the garage, forget it. I don't want to go through it because I don't want to find, then have to put this over here, then got to do. I don't want to do all that. I'd rather just trash the whole thing because I ain't seen it no how.
No, that's what we have, Jessica. Our house looks like that. So the back screen it's the same, right? Like that's exactly what our house looks like. So there's not stuff everywhere.
Oh no, we don't have all that.
We don't have that.
Mm-mm.
Like if you walked into
Mm-mm.
our rooms, you would think we are minimalists anyway. You would be like, oh, because everything
ain't got nothing in here.
Yeah, it's very simple. So we do live very simple. It is the totes upon totes upon totes. Or if you went into the closet and it's not even junky, it's just hung up, but it's just a lot. So
And
I think
we have
that
a
is
lot of
we have
stuff
a
that
lot
we
of
can
stuff.
get rid of. We have a lot of stuff that have tags on it. Just like yesterday, we were cleaning out our hall closet, our coat closet. We had items that had tags on it that were still in a bag.
No, Vernon, we are not. There's not. That's what we're trying to do. It is out of sight, out of mind.
That's the problem,
and we're not doing that. We're
we're literally
into the deep.
Doing this on purpose.
We're on purpose
to get rid of stuff. But like myself, right now, I can actually go through my church clothes and throw a whole lot of my church clothes. Well, give a lot of my church clothes away. Why? Because I don't feel that I need them anymore.
No, the funny thing is, the church clothes would be like what happened with the closet. And I guess we need to assess, why did we fail so bad with the closet? I think that is the real question, right? I have to put on my therapist clinician hat, is why then did we struggle so hard? It was just coats. And each one of them then represented something else. As you can see, for me, everything was cute. And then for him was just, I'm not getting rid of it.
My tags, money, yeah.
Tags do equal money.
Yeah, tags on
so maybe we should just sell some stuff, but we can't even agree on what to. It's not that we can't agree, because he was picking his stuff, and I was picking my stuff, but we could not say it was okay to get rid of certain stuff. Like, we just couldn't, and that's the real question
that she made on jackets. Be like, no, I got to keep that one, because I remember when I got that one. That one was. It took me a while to get. Fine. Next. Oh no, that's my coat.
Cute. Mine was just cute. It was cute, and I'm wearing that again.
I don't have a coat that color.
I don't have that.
Now I was willing. I have 2 leather jackets. I was willing 2 black leather jackets. I was actually willing to part with one of them. Both of them, I think,
2 leather jackets, right?
House of Suede, Wilson, something like that. I was willing to depart.
And then what happened?
I was willing to part. I said depart. I was willing to part with one of them. But the more I looked at it, I'm willing to give it to somebody, but somebody that appreciate it. Really. That's all I'm saying. I have shoes that I'm willing to part with. But
no, I agree, Tiffany. We should agree to use or sell it. We can't agree to sell it.
Sell it means time, and then you got to put this here, and then you got to put a price on it.
We suck at this.
Ain't nobody trying to go back to do all that. We be like, it's easier to give stuff away than it is to try to sell it. That's just it. That's it.
Tiffany said, "Well,
shut to the up." Whatever.
Tiffany said, "Wilson's close."
So what? I'm just saying where the jacket came from. It's real leather. It ain't fake. Whatever.
That is the truth, Tiffany. That you see, that's the problem. That is our problem. And Bernie said we have the same problem. Yeah, we do have the same problem. That is really it. We do. we do have the same problem. We have the same hangups. And that's why we're struggling. So pray for us. Keep us in your prayer. We're not going to hold you guys any longer. We're already 9 minutes over. Pray for us. We will attempt to do this again. And we're going to try until we are successful. I think maybe we could go back, maybe in a few weeks, go back through the coat closet and see if we're willing to part with it again, and see if something, see if there's something is different this time, because right now we chose to keep all these things. So maybe when we look at it again, we may decide eBay. Lord,
I know, Vernon.
we know
I
we
just don't
should.
have the. I don't feel like the follow up and all of that. If I'm gonna go through the closet, that's enough time as it is to take stuff out and just
It's
give it
hard
to
on 'em.
somebody who may need it, and that's it. Now, if I see my leather jacket walking up down the street, I'll be like, "Ain't that my coat?" But it's all right. Anyway,
Keep us in your prayers, people.
we love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, taking time out. You may want to consider yourself. Consider where you are. Consider what you have. You may have an abundance and you may want to get rid of some stuff that will free up some room. Does not mean, Charity, that just because there's free room that you go and buy other stuff to fill up that space. Because you'll find yourself going to the shop that you gave the stuff to and then rebuying the stuff that you done gave away. You don't want to do that. I'm a witness. I know what I'm talking about. So, anyway. All right, you guys. Have a great week. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Be safe. And we will see you back here. Same time, same place, same station. Monday. Monday. Oh, man, I have some Rich Mondays.
Aww.
Talk to you guys later. No.
I just felt like doing that. That was so amazing. It's easy to collect, but hard to get rid of. Yep. 3 bags of clothes. See, clothes are easy, though. Well, not really. I'm lying. Bye, y'all.